How we doing, softball fans? This is everybody's favorite producer, Danny Tillman. I'm the executive producer of the Gus Chubbins Show. I'm sorry we've been gone for 2 weeks. Gus will tell you what we've been up to. But lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Here he is, the living legend, Gus Chubbins!
Hey, how we doing? What? Oh, look at that agility. Been working with Ricky Lee. How you doing? Hey, he's over here. Hey, he's over here. Hey, he's got a Navy SEAL or what? Whoa! How we doing, softball fans? He's back. He's back. He's the only Gus Chubbins. Woo! We're 1 week away. We're 1 week. We're 1 week away. Woo! Feeling good. Alrighty. Got the softball nation out there. Hope the gaggles of Gus fans are getting excited because we are just about 1 week from travel day. We're a few days from, what's today? It's Saturday. Oh my God. We're 1 week away from the first game. We're 1 week away from, tipping off the whole shebang there, as they say, to get it going. Anyway, so good to be back, Guzzler fans. So excited to see you. Alrighty, anyway, welcome back to the Gus Chubbins Show. I'm really happy to be back. Danny, so good to be back. Now, I feel that Guzzler Nation needs a little bit of an explanation as to why Gus Chubbins has been absent. Well, as you know, I call softball games, but needless to say, calling slow pitch softball in this economic climate isn't exactly the most beneficial of opportunities. So I gotta call anything, I get called up for. So I get a call from my agent, and he says to me, hey Gus, how do you feel about going and doing a chili cook-off over in Wichita, Kansas? And I said, I like chili, sure, what the heck, why not? So I head out to Wichita, Kansas, and I'm there, and I'm one of a few, what do you want to call them, judges, I guess, for the competition. And it's me, right? It's that British ugly-looking guy from Hell's Kitchen, Larry's name is Anna. And then out walks this beauty. I don't know if you've seen Top Chef, but Padma. I don't know her last name, but she walks out in all her glory, and I think to myself, I'm a fool in love. So I go up to Padma and I said, hey, you are one fine piece of ace. Is there any chance, we get together and have a little fun, She said, sure. So I said, okay, I'm going to grab some champagne, which I did. I'm going to grab some Bellator, $5.99. Cheap champagne, tastes pretty good. So I grabbed the champagne, right, and I'm on my way back. All of a sudden, the chili is like, boom! It was like fucking Vietnam inside my stomach, like napalm, boom, explosion. I needed to say I had hit some sort of a toilet facility, nonetheless. I get trapped in an outhouse, and let's just say I didn't make my date with Padma. I was in there for about 2 weeks before I finally got the courage to call up Danny. I was so embarrassed. I said, Danny, can you come down and help me? Anyway, after about 50 feet of copper wire, courtesy of Steel, etc., thank you, Flipwood's family, and the biggest snake known to man, courtesy of Pan Smash, Danny got me out of there. Danny, thank you so much, but 21 days in an outhouse. Let's just say I needed to take a shower. Anyway, so that's why we went around, Guzzler Nation. I'm sorry for that. I really apologize. Once again, I want to say a big thanks to Steel, etc., who has always been a sponsor of the Guzzler Softball franchise. And speaking of the Flipwood's family, happy 4th of July. They always put on the greatest firework display I've ever seen. I mean, all these things, boom, the war 1812, red coats are coming, the Flipwoods are coming, that's fantastic. It's fantastic. Anyway, speaking of America, I thought I'd do a little history story for you real quick. Now, little do people know there was a president's game that featured every president that had ever been president of the United States. And lo and behold, who did they call? They called it a slow pitch softball game with Gus Chubbins. right off the top of the bat, JFK was a quick scratch, because apparently he found his pants down with Marilyn Monroe in the parking lot, you know. And so, the donkeys, you know, had to bring in somebody, you know, and so they did. Now what happened was, the donkeys were kind of forced to pick, you know, the guy who was last in the fence, and the only guy left wasn't even a Democrat, he was a Republican, and he was never even president, he just ran for it. Bob Dole actually played first base for the Democrats. He refused to play with a glove, he wanted to play with a pencil, you know, Bob Dole. So every time old Dwight E. Eisenhower, playing shortstop at the time, would throw over on a grounder at first base, which should have been an automatic 1, 2, 3, boom! It would break off the tip of the pencil, and needless to say, the Republicans got up to a quick 7-0 lead. Anyway, it was 11 to 10, coming in the bottom of the ninth, right? Democrats had to lead the donkeys. Up for the elephants, you know, Bush Sr., Bush Jr., and then Reagan. Now, Jimmy, the peanut farmer, was on the mound throwing a heck of a game, I gotta tell you. Now, unfortunately, Jimmy got really hungry, you know, because apparently he's a diabetic or something. And the food choice of the day was peanuts. Unfortunately, even though he's a peanut farmer, he's allergic to peanuts. So he ate all his peanuts, broke out in rashes. He walks both Bush Sr., Bush Jr., Bush 1 on 1, Bush 2 on 2, you know, 2 outs. And the elephants looked to be making some sort of a comeback there. At which point, coach of the Democrats, Barack Obama, who we call Coach B.O., called in, he brought in Bill Slick Willie Clinton. You know, he calls for Bill Slick Willie. Problem was, Bill Slick Willie was getting his Willie slicked by Nancy Pelosi. So B.O. had no other choice but to come in and pitch himself and do it for the Republicans, Ronnie Reagan. Now, due to a pulled testicle in his left side, Ronnie Reagan couldn't bat. So the only alternate that the elephants had was Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger from California. B.O., Barack Obama, pitching on the mound, puts about a 12-foot arc, right? And here it comes, and then Arnie Schwarzenegger, whack! 420 feet, gone! You know, it wasn't coming back. Unfortunately, the elephants had already hit their 1 home run that was allowed for the game, and that home run counted as the final out of the game. Democrats ended up winning 11-10. Barack Obama getting a save there. So, quick little story for you, and we'll get in more detail later. Anyway, before we run out of time here, I just want everybody to know, come Monday, we got this special selection show. We find out who the Guzzlers will be playing on Saturday. And then next Friday, we're doing a live from Goosetown show. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. We're going to bring on team photographer Christy Wackel. We're bringing in the only wife of the team, Kate Moffitt. Sarah Flipwitz is going to be there. We're going to talk to Ben Snipes. We're gonna have the coach on. We're gonna have everybody's gonna be there. Real fast, I want to bring in Coach for a quick Coach's Corner segment. Hello, am I talking to Coach Skip Roxall?
This is Coach. This is Gus Chubbins.
This is the living legend Gus Chubbins. How you doing, Skip?
Good. Good to have you on the program.
It's actually good to have you on my program, Skip, but it's always fun to be here. Coach, how you feeling? You're 1 week away from taking the field with arguably what could be called the greatest Guzzler lineup of all time. Have you been pooping yourself or peeing yourself, Coach?
A little bit of both, Gus. We couldn't be doing better. This is really exciting for Guzzler Nation.
It's exciting times for Guzzler Nation. I actually have a quick email question here for you. This comes from Bob Lovell, and he says, what's your plan if the Lovells break into some sort of a confrontation, you know, Greg and Luke?
Well, I think what the plan is to get a fire hose out and call as many of the relatives in Anaconda to break it up.
That's good. Always a good get the family involved, especially with those two kids. You know, Greg Lovell almost got in a fight last campground. I heard through rumors, and you know, Luke Lovell, he's always on edge. Hey, Coach. We only got a lot of time for Coach's Corner here, real quick, but I just got another quick question for you. Have you heard the song "Walking in Memphis"?
I have heard that song, Gus.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, put on your Boomba shoes and board the plane, because I think the Guzzlers are going to win D2 and head to Tennessee. What do you think about that, Skip?
I think this is the best chance we've ever had to be able to do that, so I'd love to see us make it to Nashville and on our way to Music City.
I really enjoy that, Skip. Hey, Skip, I'm sorry we're out of time. Sorry for the quick Coach's Corner. But you know what? We're going to skip on Monday for the special selection show. Coach, I hope you're excited.
Oh, very excited, Gus. Can't wait